It's mostly science and fiction. Mostly.
Okay, for starters, this video has no intention of saying which show is better than the other. One show is not better than the other because it's totally subjective, man. There's no such thing as a bad movie because everything is based on opinion. If you hate the crap out of something, I 100% guarantee that someone out there will love it. If you say it's a horribly putrid shit of a film, someone out there will say it's the best movie ever, man. So who is right? Are you right? Probably, I don't know. Maybe everyone is right. Or maybe no one is right. The point is, everyone likes different things, so shut up! Let's just go on liking what you like and leave everyone else alone. Unless they like stomping puppies into the curb, then, you know, maybe say something, maybe don't. It's up to you. So The Walking Dead, as we all know, is based on the graphic novels, and the novels are so much more incredibly brutal than the TV show. See, check this out. I mean, wow, that's just rough, man. Jesus Christ. Z Nation is based on nothing. I mean, it's probably based on every other zombie thing that's been created. In fact, they have an episode where they talk about the history of zombie in films. AMC produces The Walking Dead, as we all know, because at the start of every fucking episode they start with
previously on AMC's The Walking
blah blah blah. Then they go ahead and show you some character that did a thing in the past that you haven't seen for like 20 episodes, basically spoiling the upcoming episode because now you know that they're going to appear. But hey, with the slow pacing and the multiple storylines, we can't bloody remember everything, mate. Z Nation is produced by The Asylum, you know, the company that brought us such cinematic masterpieces as Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus, Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, Mega Shark vs. Mecha Shark, Mega Shark vs. Colossus, Mega Python vs. Gatoroid, Mega Piranha versus not bunch of people, I guess. Oh yeah, they also did the Sharknado films. If you don't believe me, well bloody check this out, mate. Huh? Kinda similar, eh? So The Walking Dead and Z Nation are the two most popular zombie shows out there, and I would say the biggest difference between the two shows is the treatment of the world that they are in. The Walking Dead attempts a gritty realism and strives to make us feel like we're in the world. Raggedy clothes, the scarcity of water and food, and it takes itself very seriously. Even though no one swears. I mean, if a bloody walker is about to eat my guts through my anus, I'd be swearing like a mother dick. In The Walking Dead, everything is crumbling down around us. It's dark, clothes are rotting, the buildings are crumbling, the cars are perfect. Hyundai, the indestructible car of the apocalypse. That's probably a bit racist. Moving on! Z Nation, on the other hand, looks at the zombie apocalypse with a humorous outtake. It's very slapstick, it's very gory, and it makes light of it. Its budget seems lower, but that being said, the effects are very good. There's a lot of slow-mo kills, there's squibs, there's decent CGI. It's over the top, but it's a lot of fun. It can be very dark at times, but due to the sporadic nature of the plot, the brutal cannibalism and horrors of this world don't seem nearly as dark as they do in The Walking Dead, though conceptually, Z Nation is probably even more brutal than The Walking Dead. It just, you know, doesn't take itself seriously, man. Another big difference between these shows is Z Nation is very episodic, while The Walking Dead has seasonal arcs. Z Nation does have an overall plot as well, like, get the blue guy to the thing, watch out for these banditos, oh no, the albino prison rapist from Banshee is here to fuck shit up. And these plots can last for a whole season or even longer, however, each episode has a little contained story in a nice little bundle, which is nice. This makes it feel like the good old days of classic sci-fi. You know, you have your overall seasonal arc, but each episode has a little contained story that gives you satisfaction, because you get a nice little conclusion at the end of the episode. And there's also a longer, more detailed story taking place in the background that kind of keeps you going for the whole season. Compared to The Walking Dead, where the show is not episodic at all, and it takes several episodes, or a season, or several seasons to get a satisfying conclusion. So this brings us to the pacing. The Walking Dead is kind of slow. In classic AMC style, we have a lot of long, drawn-out shots, wide scenescapes emphasizing cinematography and the emptiness of the world, and this can, for me at least, get a little tedious. Now, I'm all for building tension, it's important, but sometimes I feel like the show just drags out and the story suffers because of it. Look at it like this. This show, The Walking Dead, has been airing for 7 real-world years, but in the show, they've only really been running around in this crazy world for like 2 or 3 years at most. When your show timeline is slower than the real-world timeline, I think you need to speed things up. That being said, in The Walking Dead, the payoffs are fucking spectacular and ultra gratifying. It's worth hanging in there, but yeah, speed your shit up, AMC. I'm not getting any younger. Contrastingly, Z Nation has way more action. Every episode is packed with massive shootouts and a ton of zombie deaths. This, funnily enough, can be a bit on the nose as well, because there is so much damn action, it kinda loses its punch. Also, where the hell are they getting all these bullets from? I mean, damn, you always see them running out of ammo. Then the next episode, bam, fully stocked. It's like a video game when each episode is a new level and you get restocked. But hey, I'm not gonna nitpick all the faults. Z Nation is over the top, it's slapstick, it's supernatural as fuck. Anything is possible, and that kinda makes it great. I mean, this guy controls zombies with his mind! What the hell? Also, The Walking Dead is not without its faults either. I mean, there are some major fucking faults, but hey, I'm full of faults too. So are you. And so is your mum, so shut up! One of the biggest differences with the two shows is that in The Walking Dead, no one knows what a zombie is. At least they didn't. This is a world without George Romero, without White Zombie, without Rob Zombie. So everyone is just winging it. In Z Nation, well, it's just like our Earth, but then zombies come. It's full of pop culture references and zombie lore, and I love the array of different zombies they come up with. Oh, he exploded. He fucking exploded. Anyway, both shows have set out to do two completely different things. The Walking Dead attempts a more, and I use the word loosely, realistic approach to the end of the world, while Z Nation has a more light-hearted view of the Zombok. For example, The Walking Dead has the gang getting bogged in a pile of zombies while out looking for medicine, and Z Nation, summarizing the show perfectly, has zombies being crushed by a giant ball of cheese. The music in both shows is always good, though The Walking Dead doesn't play too much as it seems like they want to create a sense of dread and eeriness, which would be lost if you had a rockin' soundtrack playing throughout. That being said, Ben McCreary, who wrote the theme song and does a lot of the music, is by far my favourite TV composer. I love his works. I'd let him have me if he wanted. Z Nation has a lot more pop and classic rock, again making light of the often horrid situations. One similarity between the two shows, aside from all the bloody zombies, is that they don't seem to mind killing off major characters, which I love. I mean, it's not Game of Thrones killy. I mean, we know Rick ain't gonna die, but it's still pretty killy. It's not as impactful in Z Nation, I feel, because I don't have that strong connection with the characters, and it also seems like there are a lot more people in Z Nation, like more replacements, there's more survivors, so people come and go a lot. In The Walking Dead, when we lose a major character, it hurts, man, like right in the feels. Z Nation, I binge watched a few weeks ago, and I really like it. It's fun, it's funny, it has stonery dick and fart jokes, which we can all admit never get old, but I don't feel like I have a stronger connection to the characters as I do with The Walking Dead. That being said though, we can all surely agree that Doc, what a champ. What a bloody champ, mate. He's my favourite character from both shows. He's like if Hershel smoked weed, took Oxycontin and banged a bunch of cannibal sluts. So to wrap up, both shows set out to do completely different things. They both have their charms and they both have their flaws. So yeah, this whole video is, basically pointless. But hey, so is pretty much everything. Thanks for watching. Who would win in a fight, Doc or Hershel? My money's on Hershel because he's basically a pirate. Well, he was. If you enjoyed that and want to hear me talk more shit, I have a brand new podcast that I started called 30 Years Apart, where my father and I discuss trending issues in science, medicine, technology, and much, much more. Details below.